Someone broke into my house when I was home alone. I was about 13 at the time, so that would mean this happened around 2009, I think. I'm bad at math. I was home alone one night when my parents went out somewhere. I think it was some work party or something. It involved alcohol, so they had to leave the car at home and take the taxi. I usually enjoyed being home alone at night. Mum would leave pizza money and I could play Xbox all night. It was Halloween break, so I didn't have any school to worry about. The good old days. I remember being in a bit of a zombie phase because I spent most of my nights playing Left 4 Dead and COD 5 Zombies with my friends. Man, I'm telling you, pizzas, snacks, a case of Dr. Pepper, and gaming with the boys? Heaven. Well, something happened one of these nights that messed me up pretty bad, to the point that even now I always double check doors and windows. I never wear both cans of a pair of headphones at once, and I'm still petrified of the dark. That one ruined a few relationships. I was playing alone that night, so I wasn't talking to anyone. I was playing Left 4 Dead, and the music and sounds of the witch used to scare me a little. I was 13, shut up. So every dark corner and noise I heard was already freaky. I had my window open a bit, and I heard what sounded like someone walking up my gravel driveway. I thought it was my parents coming home, but when I looked outside I couldn't see anyone. I remember just sitting in silence for a while with my game paused, trying to listen out for any other sounds, but I didn't hear anything. It was only a few minutes later I heard the trash cans in my backyard falling over. I nearly jumped out of my skin. We didn't really get raccoons or anything, so I started to panic a bit. I looked out the window in the hallway out into my backyard. I couldn't see anything. The trash cans did fall over, but I didn't see any raccoons, and it wasn't windy. It was raining a little, but that was it. I couldn't see the back door as the window looked down above the porch and the porch roof blocked my view. There was definitely something happening. I went and stood at the top of my stairs and just stared into the darkness for I don't know how long, hoping that I didn't hear anything. All I could hear was the pitter-patter of the rain and my heartbeat in my ears. As I went back to my room, I heard it. Someone was trying the handle on the back door. I slowly made my way down the stairs and peeked around the corner into the kitchen. The back door was wide open. My blood ran cold and every hair stood on end. I knew I had to call the police, but the phone was on the wall next to the fridge. In the kitchen. In what was one of the stupidest decisions of my life. I started walking towards the kitchen. It felt like my hallway was a million miles long. My mind was racing with possibilities of what was waiting for me. Was someone going to grab me? Were they going to just stab me or shoot me or something? Every scenario played out in my head, and each one I ended up dead or worse. I finally made it into the kitchen. I tiptoed over to the phone. I lifted it and dialed 911, and that's when I heard it. "Aren't you supposed to be in bed, son?" A voice echoing from the back of the kitchen near the window, a low, gravelly voice. I threw down the phone and ran. I could hear the man running after me. I ran faster than I ever had built towards my front door. As I got to it, it flung open. It was my parents. I ran into my dad's arm and managed to get out through the tears and the panic that someone was in the kitchen. As I looked back towards the kitchen, the man went running through the back door again, and my dad ran after him. My dad came back a minute later and told my mum to call the cops. The cops asked me what happened, but I couldn't give them a description, as I couldn't see him in the darkness. They asked my dad where the guy ran off to, but my dad said that he jumped the fence and ran off into the trees. They never caught him. I've since moved into my own place and fitted every door and window with quality locks. But while I still lived in my parents' house, every time I looked into those trees, I always felt like someone was watching me.